Aloha from Honolulu and home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse. And the Mountaineers will kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors offense will go to work first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And this offense comes out first down, tries to run the football, no answer. Second down, they go for the pass, they give up the sack. This defense on point early in the football game with 2 great plays.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. The sure hands, it's Jacobs. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, give on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Harris. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The inside handoff.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Harris. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's complete! And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Warriors!
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the App State Mountaineers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking for a man. It's Swan. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a second and long. He'll do it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. Pocket breaking down. A strike downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Lewis. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
From the 30-yard line on first down. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Finds his man on the left. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The Rainbow Warriors with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He's got his man. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. The quick out. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. And the Rainbow Warriors with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gonna take a shot on second and short. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Swan. Makes the grab, it's Lewis. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? So the penalty for pass interference will allow this offense to run one more play on an untimed down. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, nice to see you actually showed up for today's broadcast in paradise, given all there is to do there in Honolulu. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's say aloha once again to the guys inside Aloha Stadium.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is, and you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And the Mountaineers send out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Snags it quickly on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So now it's second and long. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's fourth down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Punt is on its way. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here's the conundrum for the defensive coordinator. Do you stay aggressive, or do you protect and play a little more conservatively with the lead just a few minutes left? Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. To throw, it's Swan. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Catch in the middle. It's Hamlet. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Wants to throw again. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? Backed up now, here's second and long. He leaves it with his back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. With the catch, it's Hairston. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. Fourth down coming. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on fourth down. That That decision will be questioned. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. In the postgame, if you start asking about the offensive struggles, the coach is probably going to say, let me tell you something, Mr. Television Announcer. They don't ask me how I won. They ask me if I won.
That is all that matters, Mr. Television Announcer, but I think you'd want to play better on offense. You'd want to score more points, but Reese, Jesse, I want to learn as I win. I don't want to learn as I lose.
And I know you're loving this one, David, because in today's era of modern college football, with all these spread offenses and up-tempo, we're used to seeing a ton of points. We're not used to seeing a lot of games like this. I wouldn't get used to seeing it, but for this team